off the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. Any bags or a pass, say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon from this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't feel a jealousy, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl. So let's all jump up super high, high up in the sky. It's no how we're up like dancing. You know that you're my superstar, so no one else can take me this far. I'm flipping the switch, get ready for this song. Let's do the Odyssey. Odyssey, yes, see. 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 Odyssey, Odyssey. Spin the wheel, take a chance. Every journey starts a new romance. A new world's calling out to you.
Is everyone ready for a brand new Nintendo Prime Live? I know you've been waiting all weekend, so come with me and jive. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to Nintendo Prime Live. If it's working, I don't know if it is working. It should be working. There we go. It was taking a bit longer. I guess the stream delay is a bit more than I expected today, but that's all right. How you guys doing? I hope you're having a lovely day. We have a good stream for you guys. Some people worried about the Jump Up Superstar stuff. I think I have worked it out on how not to get copyright striked on that. People were wondering what happened to your Friday stream, right? My Friday stream was taken out by Viacom. The funny thing about Viacom is they own 0 rights to Jump Up Superstar. Literally, they have no rights to it. I double-checked, triple-checked, quadruple-checked. It was a improper copyright strike claim by Viacom. So, Viacom, you know where you could...
Here we go, off the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. Any bags or a pass, say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon from this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't feel a jealousy, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl. So let's all jump up super high, high up in the sky. It's no
Yes. As I said, F them. Come after me, Viacom. I dare you. You want to know what happened? I won my dispute. So, Viacom, you know where to stick it. You do not own that song. All right. For those who don't know, last Friday we played that song, and I got copyright striked over that song by Viacom, who has zero permission. They don't own any rights to it. I did edit it out, and then after editing it out, I disputed the copyright strike, which took away my ability to live stream, and kicked their ass. So come on, Viacom. Come after me again. Come on. YouTube already sided with me. You don't own that song. Get out of here. All right. And that song slaps. Come on now. Come on now. That song absolutely slaps. All right. Gotta calm down a little bit there. Gotta calm down. I think I'm coming through a little loud today. There we go. Got my volume under control. All right. Is everything sounding a little better now? I got the volume better controlled here. Hold on. I actually know what was wrong. One second. I have my mic turned up a little bit. Everything going good now? Everything should be mostly fine now. My mic volume was turned up for a podcast I was on. I guested on whose podcast was it? Andre's Restart or no, not Andre's Restart. Game Over Jesse? I don't know. I guessed it on somebody's podcast. It's good now. Yeah. So my mic volume, this mic in particular, was turned up because I was sitting here for that podcast. So sorry about that. All right. Now that we're done slapping away to Jump Up Superstar, seriously, Viacom, come after me. YouTube already agreed. You don't own that song. So I thought it was weird when Viacom copyright striked me, but we're all good. We got the strike removed, and we are live. So let me say hi to everyone who's here. We have 140 plus people watching from all over the world. All know you're here to see and be entertained by Nathaniel Rumpfeljans, a.k.a. Mr. Nintendo Prime, putting on one of the biggest E3 shows of all time. There's not going to be, it's already, like, in my mind, probably going to be one of the best E3s in, like, the last 5 years. If you're Nintendo fans, we're going to be grinning. If you're a Microsoft fan, you're going to be grinning. Even though PlayStation's not there, there's going to be games from Square Enix that are going to make PlayStation fans very happy. We'll probably see Project Triangle Strategy for us Switch people from Square. Who knows? Maybe we get a reveal of that Resident Evil game that's been teased by so many leakers out there for the Nintendo Switch coming later this year. There's so many things to get excited about for E3, including what we're doing right here, $3,500 plus worth of giveaways. Just made a new partnership today with a company for third-party Switch Pro controllers. Now, these aren't like, obviously, the officially licensed controllers, but this is a third-party company providing a bunch of pro-style controllers to give away during the event for free. I don't know how many they're giving yet. They just committed. I got my shipping details all to them, and I asked them, hey, how many are we working with here? Is it 1? Is it 20? Is it 50? I told them we're going to have thousands and thousands of people turning in Year 3 because, let's be honest, thousands of you turn in for these live streams. So we're going to have thousands and thousands more for E3, baby. Over 300 winners during E3. The giveaway list is growing every single day. In fact, I can tell you right now, we're giving away at least one of these giant Triforce lamps. It's like 16 inches tall. It's huge. It's got the symbols on it from Ocarina of Time. Oh my God, I can't. I'm so pumped. It's amazing. A couple other things as well, special that I don't want to tease quite yet till it gets here. We'll be giving away a copy as well of Mario Golf Super Rush, which we'll be talking about here in a little bit. We'll also be giving away a copy of a game that's getting announced at E3 that I already know about, but I can't talk about due to NDAs. So we'll be giving away a game then. We got a bunch of different games. We got including like a handful of copies of a game that isn't out yet that is a lot like Celeste. If you like Celeste, you're really going to love this game. I have a demo of it. I don't have a demo. I actually have a review copy of the game on my Switch right now. And that game be slapping like Jump Up Superstar, let me tell you. But let me say hi to everyone in the chat. Hopefully you guys are all joined me for my E3 coverage this year. We have a live set being built. In fact, I think as of this week, I will have everything I need by Friday to complete the set. Dun, dun, dun. So Stay tuned. It's about to get real around here. We are in the run-up of run-ups. Also, you're going to want to tune into this week's Nintendo Prime podcast on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have the one, the only,
the legendary
Mr. Jeff Grubb from VentureBeat, or I should say GamesBeat section of VentureBeat. That's right, the one and only Jeff Grubb that does the Jeff Grubb's Game Mess is an actual video game journalist, real inside sources, talking lots of hype around E3. He's the one that said, hey, all that stuff in the background of Phil Spencer means something. That came from Mr. Jeff Grubb, along with many other details, such as stuff about Starfield for those Microsoft fans out there. So, here's the deal. He is coming on the podcast for 90 minutes on Wednesday. That means we're going to run the podcast for 90 minutes. I know the last couple have been 3 hours. We're going to cut this one back to 90 minutes to be respectful of his time. And it's going to be a blast. You know, we'll be talking about E3 with him. We'll be talking about how he deals with the criticism of things, like, you know, when you get things wrong or when dates and stuff change, and there's always those critics out there that hate on you. How do you deal with that? Because, you know, we got that same thing, and I feel like it's not talked about enough out there, how some of us public figures, like, handle those situations and put it behind us and don't let it affect our mood and don't let it affect our ability to do our jobs. All right, let me say hi to everyone who's here. We got Mr. Jeff Rule here. Makedo Akari is here. WolfBoss216, Storm X Quick. Nick Forrest is here. Ice Sonic, Green HX, God of Green HX. Odyssey TC is here. We got Craze is Koth is here. Brian C. Seahawks 24 Rule. Welcome, guys. Big Sussy Baka is here. RZ Mercurius, Marcos Herrera, Jin Turkey 89. I don't know why I was about to say 99. You're a regular. I should know this by now. Marcos Herrera. Let's see here. I'll scrolling down. KK is here. Victor Gankov is here. Blue Angel. Starman. Okay. Sariel. Fuwet is here. Let's see here. Going on. Jeff Rule, I think I already said hi to. Scrolling on down. We got that dude who hates life YT is here. We got Kenny R is here. Tyler Wrights. Jason Z, Donald Small, welcome, guys. Sweet Life of Dio Brando is here. We got that dude. Wait, I already read that guy. Oh my gosh, there's so many people here. It's hard for me to keep up. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Scrolling on down. Mason Conrad, shout out to him. He is one of the professional art gurus we have hired to help us out with our E3 stuff. So stay tuned. I actually might have some more things I might need him to do, but I'll talk to him behind the scenes about that. Some stuff that I totally forgot about that I need to have adjusted for E3. It'll make total sense, man, when I talk to you behind the scenes. You're like, oh yeah, why didn't you think of that before? Because I'm an idiot. Duh. Let's see here. We got Squirrel Mario 247. Nathaniel Austin is here. Michelle Terrell is here. Johnny Luram is here. Going on down the list, we got B-Leaf 789 is here. We got lots of our members here tonight. Welcome back, guys. Johnny Luram is here. Serpentine Gamer. Let's see here. Segwin the Pikachu fan and L Jink is here. Trent Anderson, Makedo Akari. Because why not? Who popped in while I was dancing and was like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm having fun. Mason Conrad said, dude, I'm blown away. Loki, not a bad dancer for the situation. You're in a chair and living your best life. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It was a bit of a rough time getting to the stream tonight, but I'm here now. M Creator 83, just one of those rough days with the kids. You know, it was very, very difficult situation. One of my daughters. I only have one daughter, with my daughter in school today. So it was whatever. We made it. We're here tonight. None of it matters now. Let's have a good night. Birdman is here. Scrolling on now. Squirrel Mario 247 is here. Man, my chat just jumped. I don't know. I'm probably missing a bunch of people. We got LeVar Hollis is here. Sunny Shields. Jacob Voyer is here. Neo Nex is here. Pokacario is here. Christian Bayer. Welcome. Dragon Tar is here. Noah Paluchiniak is here. Paul Thompson. Natsu. Anthony Moon. And we got Steady Dropping _EM with a little bit of Jacob Voyer and Mario and Zelda Gamer. All right. I think I caught up. If I missed you, I apologize. It's not intentional. I try to get to everyone that I can when it's realistically possible. During E3, I'm not really sure how realistically possible it is. One thing I know is realistically possible is we need to reset our member goal over here because every live stream when we get 5 new members that hit that join button and become a member of the Nintendo Prime board, become a champion, become a leader, become a legend. Heck, maybe we have some Eternals tonight coming right below the creator himself. When that happens, we do a giveaway of at least a $10 eShop gift card, if not more. So, yeah, that's something that might happen tonight. If we get 5 new members, it's every 5 members, by the way. So if we get 5 new members, hey, that's one giveaway. You get 10 new members, that's another 15. You kind of get the drill. That's how it goes. Also, every single super chat and donation tonight leads to shot. Everybody! That's right, folks. We got shots, we got beer, we got seltzers, we got Jaggers, we got booze. Lots of booze, and I need it tonight. It's been a rough day. All right. Let's get into some topics, shall we? I know Emerald Gaming, some of you guys got questions. We're going to hold off on questions for a moment because I need to talk about Mario Golf for a moment. Today we had a 5-minute kind of showcase for Mario Golf. I don't know how many of you guys saw it. I would watch it right now, but actually, you know what? Maybe my stream is set up for it. 1 second. Maybe did I swore I set it up for it, but maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have this. Nope, I don't have this particular thing set up for it right now. So I can't show you the footage. If you haven't seen it, head to Nintendo's YouTube, and you'll easily, see a bunch of stuff. But I'll recap some things. There was basically 7 minutes of footage, maybe in total shown today. So let's get into some of the breakdowns on this. I'm over on NintendoEverything.com, where they tend to break some stuff down. We have 12 playable characters, or 16 playable characters. Let's start there. 16 playable characters. Okay. They showed off basically all of them. And obviously they're different preferences and styles. So obviously Mario, and he's a speed character. Luigi, who's a speed character. Wario, who's an all-around, because of course he is. Waluigi, who's also an all-around amazing character, because of course he is. Peach, who's a control character. Daisy, who's a speed character. Yoshi, who's a speed character. Bowser, who's power, of course. Bowser Jr., who's a spin character. I mean, there's spin on a golf ball, so there you go. Boo, who is also a spin character. Donkey Kong, that's a power character. Rosalina, who's an all-around. Pauline, who's a control character. Toad, who's a control character. Charge and Chuck. No special, I guess, for Charge and Chuck. And then King Bomb for the first time being playable. How about that? That is pretty sick. It's kind of cool that his special thing is he shoots himself and then drops a bunch of little bombs in the one mode. Dude, that's fun. And then obviously Charge and Chuck is all confused. In the trailer, he is holding a little golf ball, but then it kind of morphs into a football, and it's like he's confused. He doesn't realize what sport he's playing. Whatever, it all works because it's Mario, and that's the kind of stuff you can get away with in this game. They also talked about the single player in this game. Confirmed a whole bunch of stuff that we hoped they were going to confirm. It's an RPG. There's full-on leveling up. You do progress and play against different people and progressively do challenges, and it gets harder and harder, and you can use that character and play against other characters, potentially play against people online. They kind of sort of hinted that might be possible without showing it, so we'll see on that. Online looks to be fully locked and loaded. Every mode in the game seems to be playable online. That is amazing. That is awesome. I can't wait. It just looks fantastic. It looks like the best Mario sports game maybe ever. And that's saying a lot because we have some old school Mario sports games that are really good. Now, Mario Tennis Aces was also good gameplay wise, but didn't hit it on other fronts. This game, guys. Please tell me I'm not the only one hyped for Mario Golf Super Rush. When I announced earlier that I'm giving away a copy of Mario Golf Super Rush during E3, tell me one of you guys were excited. Who was excited for me saying, hey, we're giving away a copy of Mario Golf Super Rush during E3? Someone needed to be excited. Please say I'm not the only one looking forward to this game. This is going to be a banger of a game for me. A banger of a game for me. It's one of my most anticipated games so far, at least in the first half of the year, because we don't really know what the second half of the year is like yet. In fact, I'm probably going to enjoy it more than I enjoyed Monster Hunter Rise. I'm just being honest. Not that Monster Hunter Rise is a bad game. It's just Mario Golf is more up my alley. A bunch of people saying they're super hyped. Awesome. Emerald Gaming said he was surprised they didn't have a Koopa Troopa as a character. Yeah, me too. They went with some unique character choices, and I greatly appreciate the uniqueness of it. Nintendo, in Nintendo Camelot, you never really know what you're going to get. This does look really good. This looks like the Mario golf game we've been waiting for. This has the single-player mode that I wish was in Mario Tennis Aces. Hopefully this is what the standard is going to be moving forward. Just like the new Mario Party game that's supposedly in the works is going to have a bunch of crazy stuff and learning from what they did right with Super Mario Party and then what they did wrong, and giving us, hopefully, the definitive Mario Party experience, but we'll see. Emerald Gaming says, I already have it pre-ordered, so it's a good thing you're giving those that are less fortunate to win it. No problem, man. Luke Skywalker says, everyone is talking about the game for this year being revealed, but what about new 2022 games being revealed? I just think there is a good possibility for at least one. Well, we're going to get some games revealed for 2022. I think we're going to get at least one. If you're talking about E3 or beyond, I mean, at some point this year, they're going to talk about games for 2022. I mean, we already know about Splatoon 3, Pokemon Legends Arceus. Those are like 2 for sure confirmed, I think, for 2022. I don't know if anything else right now is confirmed for 2022. There's some presumptions of games dropping in 2022, some rumors of games dropping in 2022, but I think those are the only 2 games that we know 1000% are announced for 2022. But feel free to correct me in the chat if there are some other Switch exclusives that are announced for 2022 that I'm just not coming up with off the top of my head. Storm X Quick says, do you think there is going to be more DLC for Sword and Shield? That's a tough one, huh? Is there going to be more DLC for Sword and Shield? Do I say yes or do I say no? Do I say what I want to happen or what's going to happen? That's the question of the day, right? What I want to happen, what's going to happen? I don't know. I honestly don't know either way, to be completely clear. How's the E3 set building going? Everything else I need for the set arrives this week. That's right, this week. So, things are getting serious for me over here in the Nintendo Prime headquarters. It's been a journey. Let's say that. It has been a journey to get where we are right now. But the final pieces I need, let me see. There's one piece we're still waiting on that arrives next week. So sorry, there's one more piece for the set that arrives next week, but it also arrives along with a bunch of stuff we're giving away. So I mean, that's already exciting. Nintendo Prime, you bastard. What did I tell you last time? If it ain't $20, don't be donating. What's wrong with you? I don't understand Nintendo Prime sometimes. Whatever. I guess you wanted me to have a beer shot. So thank you so much for, I guess, you bastard. Better be 20 next time. 20 or I ain't doing it. I expect better from you. You can afford to give away all this stuff and you're telling me you can't afford $20 for me to do a man shot? Come on. Yeah, come on. You could give to all of them, but not me? What's wrong with you? All right, cheers, guys. Don't worry, I'm not insane. I promise. Maybe a little. Gotta be a little bit crazy to do what we do around here at Nintendo Prime. You should do a time lapse putting it all together. Probably not gonna happen. It's just too much. There's just too much going on. To be honest, the rest of the set putting together is actually really easy. Setting up everything isn't with the multiple computers and all that, but the actual set itself, it really isn't that difficult to put together. We got A Nash Productions. Thank you, A Nash Productions, for the $1. Yeah, for those that know, every single super chat, we also do a little bit of party time because I like to party. And always, if you are drinking with me tonight, drink responsibly, all that jazz. Make sure you're of legal age. Don't have too much. Don't binge drink. Don't do anything stupid. Take care of yourself. But cheers. All right. I hope that Nintendo Prime doesn't destroy me again. So let's talk about some E3 stuff. I'll grab a couple of your questions and then we'll get into some of the rumors here. Some stuff I've been talking with Samus Hunter and others behind the scenes I haven't made a video on yet. Nothing major for new stuff, but we'll go over like the bevy of rumors as well. And just kind of, get into your guys' expectations and all that. So a couple questions to people have. Victor Gankov says, what do you think about Crash Bandicoot's Smash leak? I don't think anything of it. There's the person it came from isn't someone that I've really seen anything legit come from before, so I don't think anything of it. To me, it's just like all the leaks about Geno and everything else. They're like 99% fake. Doesn't mean we're not going to get Crash. I'm just saying, that I don't think that leak really matters. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Last week, you and Game Over Jesse said something was happening today. What was it? I have no idea. Game Over Jesse's the one. I was just teasing what he was teasing. I have no idea what he was teasing. I even messaged him behind the scenes. I said, 5 hours ago, I said, so, it's Monday. Remember how you said, like, something's happening on Monday? What was it? Was it Mario Golf? At this point, I have to presume it was Mario Golf, right? I have to presume it was Mario Golf because that's what dropped today. The official website opened, 7 new minutes on the official website, a 5-minute new overview trailer. Basically, we got slapped by Mario Golf today. So I'm assuming that's what he was teasing, but I actually don't know what he was teasing. No idea, because he wouldn't tell me. And I tried prying it out of him. He wouldn't tell me. So maybe it was Mario Golf. Let's see here. Emerald Gaming says, do you think you're hitting 100K subs this year? No. No. I don't think I'm hitting 100K. Will I hit 70K? I think it's pretty safe to say I'll probably hit 70K this year. But anything after that, I mean, it's all gravy at this point. I know that things are going well now. Are things going to continue to go well in June? Are they going to continue to go well in July, August, September, October, November? I have no idea. I mean, as an example, for like an entire week of July, I'm not even going to be here. Now, I will have content scheduled to come out. I won't be on top of news during that week, which sucks. So if like a Nintendo Direct or something drops during that week in July, that last week of July, I'm not going to be around. I'm taking a much needed vacation after 10 years. But I will have a video coming out every day because I'll have scheduled content coming out because you can't just not have content because then YouTube just slaps you. So I know like that week I'm hardly going to make anything. Momentum's probably going to slow down. Maybe that week kills my channel. I have no idea. At this point, I don't worry about that kind of stuff, right? If we grow, we grow. If we don't, we don't. I'm just happy with the community we already have. Emerald Gaming says, do you think the obvious re-reveal of Halo Infinite will be at the beginning, middle, or end of the Xbox presentation? Hopefully the beginning, because that means they have bigger stuff to announce later. And people already know about that game. KK says, if Nintendo does a big blow up between this year and next year, do you think we'll have another Dark Age where Nintendo doesn't release as much? No. New president, new attitude. No. All right. Let's talk about E3 stuff, and then we can get to more questions. I see some other questions. People asking about the giveaways, all this stuff. Again, save those questions for a little bit. At me in the chat, by the way, to get those questions in, or you can obviously super chat. All that jazz. Get your question to the top of the pile. Let's talk about E3 rumors. So first, let me open up my good old behind the scenes chat I have going on with people. Man, that one tweet I have is really blowing up 60 plus people where I said, hey, I think this is gonna be like the best E3 in years. Anyways. You guys don't care about that right now. You might care that we have Jeff Grubb coming on this Wednesday, but I don't think you care about that stuff too much. So one thing, so I asked, wait, where is it? Hold on. I'm trying to get to the right thing. Okay, so Samus Hunter messaged me and said, sorry, I was going through the chat. I have a lot of, Samus Hunter and I have talked about a lot of stuff, some stuff I can't talk about yet. But Samus Hunter said, hi, Nate, I saw the latest Zelda video. This is the one that I did the live stream back on Friday. Too bad you had copyright issues with the live. Hope it gets resolved. Viacom, you bastards. I'm glad to have heard other sources like Jeff Grubb specify the Breath of the Wild sequel is planned for later this year. In January, when I had managed to get information on some of Nintendo's plans, the title was listed as one of the last titles for 2021. So Yeah. Samus Hunter is even saying the last time she saw a date for the game was 2021. Now, end of 2021, but still. However, not having received any other updates about it since, I would say then that's very likely thanks to the information of other people that they will be able to release it in the time set, unless there are problems at the last moment, which I see difficult given Grubb's meme. But I'm not convinced for a release between the last week of October or the first week of November. This is something I talked about a different source of mine that I don't really believe much in, but she's just saying, hey, I don't believe that's going to happen because that period is expected to be the second DLC pack for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which will be used as an appetizer. Another detail, the launch window for Diamond and Pearl Pokemon remakes wasn't announced in February because they are actually moving that date depending on the release timing of Zelda. So Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl supposedly didn't have a release date at launch or when it was announced because, hey, they're being respectful to Nintendo and the timing they want to release Zelda, and they'll put that Pokemon game around, around that release date. So keep an eye on the launch date for the Pokemon title, which should give you a hint 3 weeks one way or the other when Zelda is going to release. And you're going to know about that before E3, obviously at the Pokemon Presents, Pokemon Direct, whatever they end up calling it, which, by the way, for those that think like all these leaks about a Pokemon stuff that is bullshit, just to let you know, like every June, there's a Pokemon event for like a decade. Don't even need sources for that. That's just like happens every year. All right. So then I asked her, so anything else you could tell me? I was trying to put a video together, a different kind of video. And then she asked if I had specific questions about specific games. And I said, I'm just cutting up some fruit. That's a casual conversation. She says, well, beyond the game updates I've already mentioned, I could give you some details about Zelda's anniversary and plans. Reading on the internet, some people were disappointed that Nintendo never mentioned the 35th anniversary of Zelda, but don't worry, it's normal. Until March 31st, there was the Mario anniversary, and the plans for the promotions will start primarily in June during the E3 period. Skyward Sword is a title that's been chosen because it is the beginning of the series, and Nintendo wanted to introduce new fans of the series to the origin of some characters, objects, and consequences of the story. Now, why does Nintendo want fans? Think about this. Why does Nintendo, and I'm doing a whole video on this later, but why does Nintendo want fans of the series to be introduced to certain story elements, characters, and consequences? Why would that matter? Why does it matter if fans experience that? Unless something's happening in Breath of the Wild freaking 2 that's related to these characters, these story elements, and the consequences thereof. I have a feeling there's going to be a deep connection between Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild 2. And for those who don't know, Skyward Sword is one of the most story-rich, story-deep Zelda games in the entire series. So, there's that. Hopefully we get the return of Grusland. That's all I'm going to say. For this reason, they have given it priority over Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, which will come at a later date. And then went into all those details about Pokemon that I covered in that video as well. We can go over those again if you guys like. If you guys didn't catch that video, I don't know how many people caught the Pokemon video I did. It was tied up with the 3D Kirby stuff, which the Kirby stuff, by the way, doesn't even come from leakers. Comes straight from the people making the game. We're getting a new Kirby game. The makers of the game said we're getting it, and the makers of the game said we're getting the best Kirby game ever made. I'm just throwing it out there. The people behind Kirby are telling the public we are working on the greatest Kirby game ever made. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. But the makers of Kirby are publicly stating they are making the greatest Kirby game to ever exist right now. So, we'll have to see what happens. Kirby has never gotten that big treatment, right? Been treated as a big AAA franchise. But we'll see. That's from the horse's mouth. That's not even from leakers. That's literally, now as for the 3D part, that comes from a data mine of Kirby Fighters last year. But the actual developers, the actual producers of the series are like, yeah, we're trying to make the greatest Kirby game of all time right now. Right now. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens to Kirby. Okay, we'll see what happens. Kirby again has never had that kind of treatment. So, thank you so much for subscribing. By the way, Arian Simpkins and Toasty, welcome to the Nintendo Prime family. You should hire a staff, says Nick Forrest. I should hire a staff. How exactly am I going to do that? I'm actually serious. How am I going to hire a staff? What kind of money you think I'm rolling in over here? You think I'm just rolling in the dough? You think I'm working with $700,000 in my bank and I'm just rolling up in I don't know, what's an expensive car? A Lincoln? No, there's more expensive than that. A Lambo or something? Like I mean, I drive a decent car, but it's a used 2013 Dodge Durango Citadel that I'm paying way too much money more per month. And my bank accounts typically run close to not much in them, if that makes sense. As I'm in college and massively in debt through student loans and all that. So yeah, a Rolls Royce, that's a really expensive car. Yeah, I literally, like, until we bought that last car, I was driving a 2000 Honda Civic, and I drove that thing and drove that thing and drove that thing up to 340,000 miles until the engine conked out. I drove that car, and I've been driving that car for 15 plus years. Like, I don't have money, man. I know it seems like it because we do all these crazy giveaways. The channel basically covers the giveaways. Pretty much all the money I make on the channel gets put back into the channel. I don't really make profit off the channel. There are some months that I get to sit with a little bit of it in the bank, but not much. I support my family with my job. YouTube kind of supports itself. I can't afford to hire anyone. I do pay Mason to do a few things here and there, some thumbnail work and stuff like that, but that's just all freelance work. I don't have an actual staff. Can't afford an actual staff. Wish I could do an actual staff. And I am doing a huge giveaway. I am. But like $2,500 plus of that is partners. I have partnered with a bunch of companies to make those giveaways possible. 1,000 of it is out of pocket. So we got 1,000 out of pocket, and then 2,500 plus, because it keeps adding every day, is coming from partnerships I am forming with different companies, whether it's developers, studios, whether it's accessory makers. I am literally hooking up with everyone. We're talking to some AAA companies right now. It sounds like we're going to get some copies of games from them to give away, maybe some accessories or collector's items as well. So yeah, we are literally making this happen because I'm diligent and literally spend maybe, I don't know, 2 hours of my free time a day not making videos, but emailing people and forming relationships and partnerships to bring you guys the biggest E3 giveaways we possibly can. Like, it's a lot of work. I literally spent 2 hours in emails every single day. Just before this stream started, while the music was popping off, while that Spirit Tracks music was popping off, I was busy replying to a company who's going to be sending us a bunch of third-party pro-style controllers for Nintendo Switch to give away. So, like, I'm just saying, like, it's happening all the time. So I'm doing the best I can to make this giveaway as big as possible. But yeah, it's not just all out of pocket. Crazy. I wish I could afford, $3,500 out of pocket, but I can't. But yeah, I'll be announcing more and more stuff that we're giving away as the weeks go on Twitter, in our community post, all that jazz. To kind of hype you guys up for what's happening. Hire me and you'll work for free. What would you do, Christian Bear? Here's one thing I'll say about people that work for free. I appreciate volunteers, by the way. Volunteers are great. All of our mods in our chat are volunteers. So I appreciate volunteers. But also, I make money on this channel. I'm not going to sit here and lie. The channel does factually make money, whether it's from Super Chats or Patreon or just ad revenue. It factually makes money. So it feels wrong for me to have people come on and do work for free on my channel when I have a paycheck coming my way from the channel. And I have a family to support, so I do these giveaways, and I can't really afford to pay anyone. But, it's one of those conundrums, right? Like, how the hell am I supposed to let people work for me for free, knowing that I'm basically just taking advantage of them for my own benefit? I'm just not okay with that. Even though I understand in the world it is, everyone needs experience to get jobs. I get it. And oftentimes the best experience you can get is doing something for free. But like I was a journalist that didn't get paid for many years. And then became a paid journalist and editor-in-chief at one point. That's right. I don't know if people know that. I have a background in journalism. Cool story. You think my camera's wonky? What's wonky about my camera? I look in focus. Is it doing something weird with my hair? Is it my hair? Is it like doing like this weird pattern thing on my hair? Yeah, this camera in this focus mode sometimes does weird things with my hair. Is it kind of trippy? Is it kind of trippy? Internships. Oh, thank you so much, by the way, to myself. My head's moving like a robot. That would be stream latency. But if it's like a weird pattern in my hair, that's the focus mode on here. I could try to make the manual focus work. Manual focus is the best focus mode. Just refresh the stream. Tyler writes, refresh the stream. I don't see anyone else talking about it, so refresh the stream. It might just be, yeah. If it's glitchy, just refresh the stream. It's probably just an issue on your end. I'll take $5 a stream to sing Jump Up Superstar before each one. Oh, that's funny. Let me see here. Ricky says, I work great for a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar per week, brother. That was like $6 for one of those 12 packs. What if there were Nintendo Prime rumors? Rumorception. Dun dun dun. What's up, Storm X Swiggy says, in my opinion, I think that we will get more DLC for ranked battles. That's possible. That's possible. Oh, you know what? I did put Pokemon Direct in the thing. I think we should go over this Pokemon stuff from Samus Hunter, because I forgot that I put Pokemon Direct in the thing. So let's go for the Pokemon plans for the presentation. Let me read off what Samus Hunter told me. If you guys missed it in my one of my videos, like 2 videos ago. Or was it 3 videos ago now? I don't know. I make so many videos, I lose track of which one it was. But as for Pokemon, says Samus Hunter, the plans for the presentation is to be in early June before E3 again. No surprise. The main focus will be 3 titles: Pokemon Unite, Diamond and Pearl Remakes, and Legends Arceus, along other small updates for mobile games like Master and Cafe Mix, and games like Sword and Shield supposedly getting an update, and other spin-off titles. By other spin-off titles, I presume Detective Pikachu 2 is probably part of that, because there's a rumor about that out there as well. The Pokemon Company's plans are to revitalize interest in Unite after it was poorly received by the public, while for the remakes of Diamond and Pearl, they will begin to show the main differences from the originals with new forms for some Pokemon, and the return of some mechanics that were abandoned in the new chapters, and will be a mix of the fidelity of the original game and the novelty to attract old and new fans of the series. Despite complaints from players, even these titles will not have a national Pokedex. This title aims at a single-player experience while still embracing multiplayer and the competitive soul of the series. So basically like a normal Pokemon game. Legends Arceus instead will be a title primarily single-player. It's a project born thinking about how it would be a title Pokemon set in an open world that follows the philosophy of Breath of the Mother freaking Wild. This does not mean only at the level of setting, but also mechanics related to free exploration. Can you imagine just the words free exploration and Pokemon put together? Holy crap. The combat system will be a simplified version in the mechanics inherited from the titles of the main series, similar to Let's Go, but will deepen it with new mechanics, mainly related to the trainer and the links with their Pokemon. Well, for Diamond and Pearl, we will have new information primarily on a monthly basis until the release. For Legends, we will have the same level of marketing only after the release of the remakes. And I forgot to mention that there will be a brand new Pokemon in the Diamond and Pearl remakes, like completely new, not like new Pokemon that weren't in the original game. So like Pokemon from like other parts of the series and brought in. Brand new Pokemon exclusive to the Diamond and Pearl remakes that have never existed before. So that is the stuff from Samus Hunter on the Pokemon Direct. In my opinion, I think we'll get more deal. Oh yeah, I already read that. Mario Galaxy 3 or Mario Odyssey 2, which is more likely? Mario Odyssey 2. Mario Odyssey is my favorite Mario game, but Mario Galaxy 2 is my second favorite. So like, it's like splitting hairs on which one of those I would prefer a sequel to. Oh.
Thank you, Taker610, for the $2.
I think it's so much Taker 610. He says, could equipment and armor save data from the Breath of the Wild save file carry over to Breath of the Wild 2? I think if AG Inomu cries during Breath of the Wild 2's presentation, we're getting something special. I hope the Bucks can beat the Nets in a series. Before we talk about Bucks and Nets, we gotta get past the Heat. Okay, the Heat took us out last year. They took out everyone in the Eastern Conference last year. So first off, let's worry about the Bucks getting past round 1. I think we will get past the Heat, but could it be a 7-game series? The Heat aren't going to go quietly into the night. They went to the finals last year. They have mostly the same roster back. Everyone's healthy. Jimmy Butler is a dog, dude, a dog. I would love to have Jimmy Butler on my team. That guy is amazing. But again, it's one of those situations where let's worry about getting past them. As for could some stuff from the save file carry over? It's always possible. I wouldn't expect it. I definitely would not expect things to carry over. But I mean, there could be little armor bonuses or little things that carry over if you like 100% of the game, right? Or something like that. Or if you beat master mode, maybe they give you something. So, maybe it'll just be the golden poo is still in your inventory. Congrats, you got all the Korok seeds. Yeah, here's your golden poo. Thank you so much, though, man. Cheers. The Heat are nice. Yeah, dude. Jimmy Butler is he's legit. We're not here to talk about NBA. We maybe we'll get into a bit more of the finals, a bit more of the playoffs after next weekend for a small part of the stream because I'm a big Milwaukee Bucks fan. But worry about that when the playoffs are here. Although the play-in games will be interesting this week. I might catch a couple of them. What game are you expecting the most for E3? Being Breath of the Wild 2. Do you think new Pokemon Snap is getting DLC? Yes. I don't think it's going to get announced yet, but yes. Jinchurky89 says, dude, hopefully they do Pokemon Gold and Silver remaster under the Arceus engine. Imagine going back to Pallet Town and challenging Red. Yeah, they won't, though. They won't. You should get the Zelda 2 Ganon laugh. Why? What's wrong with this one? What's wrong with that, huh? What's wrong with that? Do we got any haters in the chat today? I'm just curious. Is there anyone who's like watching the stream waiting to make fun of me?
Oh, haters, I'm calling you out right now. I want you to bring it on right this second.
Come on, haters. I don't think we have any haters in the chat today. I think it's just nothing but love in the chat. I think we are a amazing community. I just have a button I want to hit if the haters were here, like a special button for the haters. But it's all right. I don't know. Maybe we got rid of all the haters. Maybe our community has flushed them out, and I think maybe we're all good now. Emerald Gaming says you should get Bowser's laugh from Hotel Mario. Next thing you know, you're going to tell me I should go to the official Nintendo-owned Prawn. There's officially a Nintendo-owned Prawn out there. Get some of the sound effects from that. I mean, this is probably from it. I'm pretty sure that sound effect comes directly from that Nintendo-owned specialty. Do you think we'll get Age of Calamity DLC news before the end of the month? Yes. Yep. Did Nintendo Prime, did Mario just visit you? Probably. Man, because all I want him to do, like, I want someone to be negative towards me. Like, anyone say something negative towards me, please. Or say something really stupid that I'm going to disagree with. I just want to hit my button. God. Nintendo will delay a potentially next console if Switch continues to sell like crazy. No. Ricky, you suck. Oh, you have an automatically hit. Hold on. We have a hidden comment. I hate you. I told them to be negative. You don't have to hide anything. I told them to be negative. Nate, your breath smells. You know what? I see what's happening. The chat is turning on me. You know what? I know I suck, okay? God. You don't have to be so mean. I know I suck. How you guys doing? Oh, how quickly they turn. Intelux is in the chat, or the people that copyright claimed you. What button? Zelda effing graphics. If I wanted to solve puzzles, I'd see Discovery Kids. Your note is too big. Did you mean my nose? My nose is too big? I mean, I do got a big schnoz. Let's be honest. You seen this thing? Have you seen this giant thing? You seen this thing? It's huge. It's huge. I got this Breath of the Wild 2 will be called Breath of the 100-year-old, but you guys are funny. All right. Let's get to Q&A time. In the chat, just at me and ask your questions about anything. It can be about Mario Golf, E3 stuff, Pokemon, whatever. I really don't care. You can ask about my life. I probably won't tell you much. I could talk about E3 plans if you want, somehow want more details on something that I might not have details to give. What I mean, I can pretend I have details to give, because after all, pretending is half the battle. But before I pretend, I don't know. We got one in from Anton George. Why didn't they mean if the Switch still sells good, won't the new console kill it? Sorry, just my opinion. We're not getting a new console for 3 or 4 years anyways. God, Nintendo Prime! $20. What? I said 20. Oh, I'm not playing party music for you. No. I will drink the beer. You're lucky I like beer. But I'm not doing. No. We've been over this. You don't owe 20. Or you don't get anything. I don't know what Nintendo Prime thinks he's doing, but whatever. We'll do the beer because I just happen to like beer. But I ain't partying for him. He don't deserve no love. Let's see here. And then, we got some questions popping off. Let's get into them. What are the E3 rumors? Well, I went over some of them. Some stuff. I could go over more if you want. Most of it I've talked on the channel, but it was just some new stuff regarding Breath of the Wild and Kirby. Storm X Quick says, hey, do you think Pokken Tournament 2 is possible? No. I don't think the first one sold well enough, even the deluxe version. Have I heard anything more on Ocarina of Time with Jorah's Masters Andrew Barbera? Nope. Favorite Nintendo library in terms of my preferences right now, Nintendo Switch. Do you think Mario Odyssey 2 could happen in the future? Yes. I think Mario Odyssey 2 is happening in 2022. Book it. Do you think Take-Two could reveal BioShock 4 at E3? Always possible, but I don't think so. Have you heard any? Already answered that one. Scrolling on down. R says, how hyped are you for the new Ratchet and Clank game? I'm pretty hyped. Dude, the new Ratchet and Clank looks really good. Now, look, I've never played a Ratchet and Clank game. Sue me. I'm a Nintendo guy. Didn't really own Sony platforms till the PlayStation 5. So, like, I have a lot of Sony IP to jump into, and this will be my first time experiencing Ratchet and Clank, and it looks really good. So we'll see. We'll see if it's up my alley like I think it is. What happened to your vlogs on your other channel? Just time. I just don't have time. I had some stuff recorded for some vlogs on that channel, but I just literally I was getting ahead of myself. I knew when I talked about doing vlogs on that channel that I always knew in the back of my mind I did not have time. Between college, between kids, diet, working out, this YouTube channel, E3 coming up. My sister's getting married in June. Literally, like, so the 12th is the start of E3. A week later, my sister gets married. So, like, it's just busy. I'm just busy. There just isn't time. Just no time. Then Mario Galaxy 2 will eventually be re-released. Yeah, I did go over some new ones. I talked about some Skyward Sword stuff. Not new content, unfortunately. Do you think people are overhyping the Switch Pro? Like the power and features? Thoughts? No, I do not think they're overhyping it. Wait till September. Zelda themed Switch or Switch Pro this year? Wait till September. Guys, please like the stream. And it's kind of weird. We have like twice the amount of viewers to likes. I don't know. I mean, if you guys want to like the stream, it just helps with the YouTube algorithm, but you don't have to help. Like, nobody ever has to help with the YouTube algorithm. I mean, you could also share it on your social media profiles, you know, whether it's like Instagram. Actually, it's hard to share on Instagram, but like Facebook, Twitter, you know, I don't know, TikTok. Can you share links on TikTok? I don't even know. But, you know, sharing it is also a good way to help grow the channel, by the way. You know what? I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to put out a tweet right now advertising our stream. But here's the deal. Here's how this tweet's going to work, and you're going to want to pay attention. If you're not on Twitter, you're going to want to get over there like in a moment. I'm grabbing a link to the stream right now. I'm going to give away something on Twitter. The winner will be announced tomorrow. Okay? The winner will be announced tomorrow. But we're going to see if we can push some stuff here. We're going to see if we can create some Twitter virality for this live stream. So give me a second here. I think I have a picture of it on my computer. If not, it's on my phone. I'm pretty sure I have it on my computer. Like, let's go. Where is it? What do I do with it? Come on, Nate. Maybe if I type into search. I doubt I have the file name right, though. Nope, that didn't help. All right, we're just going to go download a picture real quick. Dang it. So you're going to want to go over to Twitter here. I'll just go re-download a new image. It is what it is. Just so you know, the image involves Link from Twilight Princess. Just wait. We ain't done. Typing it out here. Here, I'm gonna play a song for you guys quick while I'm doing this. Let's go with Super Mario Galaxy 2, huh? All right, we're back. The tweet is live. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? We're gonna put it in the chat. We're gonna pin that SOB. Go there right now for a chance to win a $50 Nintendo Switch eShop gift card. That's right, $50 Nintendo Switch eShop gift card. Head on over to that Twitter post. Do what it says. If you're already here for part of the stream, that's already part of it. If you're already subscribed, you're already done that part. But, let's also retweet and like and follow and subscribe to the channel. Blah, blah, blah. Let's make it go viral. Let's get some late night virality, right? Some late night virality. Let's freaking go. Let's go. If you're checking out that tweet from the stream, I better see you respond, because I didn't say people had to comment on that post. So let's see people comment on the post if you went there from the live stream. Jude Kerman, good news for you. Twitter accounts are absolutely free. Should always have one, at least to enter giveaways. There's a lot of giveaways that happen on Twitter from a lot of people, because Twitter has got less strict rules about giveaways. Post is already blowing up. It's already got like 29 likes, 26 retweets. Let's go. Let's go. I'll check on that in a little bit. All right. Get Twitter and support the king. I don't know. I don't think I'm worthy of the crown yet. That's not crown me yet. Maybe if we get to 100, if we somehow get to 100,000 subscribers in 2021, all right, you can put the crown on. I'll buy an actual. You know what? No, I'm gonna go get one of those Burger King children's crowns, and I'm gonna crown myself. Crown myself the king. A Banjo-Kazooie. It's not Burger King anymore. It's Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie. Have you touched any God of War games? I have not touched any. If it's a Sony game, assume I have never played it. Twitter's the worst thing humanity created. I mean, some people think YouTube's the worst thing humanity created. Some people think Facebook. It's all social media. Here's the bottom line. When people talk about like the worst things humanity created, I mean, the worst things that humanity created was humans. But like, Twitter is just a platform. The people are often the problem. And like, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Now, there's one thing I want to talk about tonight. It's not a topic that I have, you know, like in the title or anything. You guys heard what's going on with IGN? I'm not gonna get political here. I'm not picking sides, or I honestly don't really even care about the war happening, like Israel, Palestine, whatever the hell's going on. I don't really care. And I'm not trying to be disingenuous here. I'm being honest. I don't care. I don't know enough. I'm uneducated on the topic. War times are always tough. Innocent people are always hurt. And I don't know enough about the situation to care enough. Like, I just don't know. I'm choosing to be illiterate on the situation, because wars are always controversial. So, what I'm going to say, law in a moment, because gotta raise the roof. Lauren wept a bone, $2. Lauren wept a bone with a $2 super chat saying, just saying hi. Hi. So here's what I don't like about this situation. So the IGN staff collectively came together to create a post on IGN like a few days ago. This post was in support of a bunch of charities that were supporting children and people that are harmed or displaced by the war. It appeared to kind of take a side a little bit, like take the Palestine side of things, I believe it was, versus the Israel side. But ultimately, none of the charities they linked to were specific to sides. The charities that they were linking to were just about helping those that are being negatively affected, primarily children, by the war. So IGN staff came together and decided to make that post. Fine. I wasn't going to cover it because, again, I don't really try to talk about politics much here. And as much as, you know, war sucks, war is also political in many ways. So I avoid that stuff. Again, not here to take sides. I'm completely illiterate on the entire war. I'm choosing to be, because it's war and war sucks. And, you know, you start to get skewed one way or another by different media and different people. And it is what it is. It doesn't directly impact my life, so I'm choosing to be illiterate. I just hope that the world's a better place at the end of it. I doubt it because usually the world isn't better at the end of a war, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens. But what I don't like, what I'm absolutely opposed to, is journalistic integrity being questioned by the man. So IGN's entire staff came together to collectively post that thing in support of whatever they were posting. A day and a half later, the people that own IGN took out the post without warning. Didn't tell anyone they were taking it out. They took it down. Then they sent an email to all of the IGN staff with the announcement they put out on Twitter, which was one of those fence riding announcements, right? One of those fence riding announcements, both sides, blah, 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 blah. IGN family regrets that we did this. Even though nobody at IGN actually regrets it, just the ownership group of IGN regrets that they did this. So they took out the post. They didn't tell the staff. Then when they did finally contact the staff, they sent an email out at 2:30 in the morning and then put that exact email out in a tweet a half hour later when none of the IGN staff could even read and respond. And they are refusing to do a group meeting with all of the IGN staff to hear their concerns. They're refusing to do it. So the IGN staff all came out together. They put out a post at a separate blog website that's signed by basically 95% of the IGN staff. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 100% at this point. Basically saying, hey, we don't agree with this. We don't. What they primarily disagree with isn't that they are against that post, but they are against the man controlling their journalism. This is one of the first times in the history of IGN that the ownership group has come down and told the entire staff of IGN, no. That is a conflict of interest between the journalistic freedom of the staff and the ownership group. The ownership group has never once told IGN staff what to post and why to post it. Ever. They've never interfered until now. Until now. And that is where I have a problem. Forget what side you're on. I don't care. But I do care that the man can come down and ruin journalistic integrity. Now, you can argue, oh, it's IGN. They didn't have journalistic integrity either. A bunch of shills, advertising. But okay, fine. Think what you want. But the ownership group has never been the one to force any of this. Until now. The ownership group actively took away the staff's ability for their own journalistic integrity and their own journalistic freedom. And it wasn't just there. It happened at Game Informer, too. Because Game Informer staff put out a similar post, and their ownership group took out that post as well without any explanation. So, my problem, forget the war. My problem is, since when is it okay for an ownership group? By the way, they own the website, right? So, ownership groups can technically, legally, do anything they want. But when an ownership group does that, what it does is it just destroys the integrity of the outlet. Because regardless of if you agreed with that post they made or not, that doesn't matter. What does matter is they should have had the right to make that post. If the whole staff agreed and there wasn't a single journalistic member that was saying, hey, we can't do this, it's just an ownership group not even communicating, taking it out and then posting on everyone's behalf on Twitter when they don't agree with it, and then not taking a meeting with the staff, that's how? And we've all know, the man runs things. But in reality, what we've learned is that at IGN, the man left IGN alone. IGN was running independent. Their journalists were actually writing the stories they wanted to write. Who knew? I didn't know. I presume the man was always puppeteering them, but apparently not. And we found out through this. So, it's dumb. Anyways, I got to take a shot here. And then we have Logan LeBlanc. Apparently wants me to party a little bit. Logan LeBlanc, $1. So you're confused what happened. So IGN staff put up a post supporting a bunch of charities in the Palestine-Israel war. And then a day and a half later, the ownership group of IGN nuked the post, nuked all their tweets about it, and then didn't contact or didn't talk to any of the staff and say they were going to do it, and then turned around and put out a Twitter reason on why they did it that is a riding fence thing, and basically said, hey, on behalf of the IGN staff, that post was a mistake. No, none of the staff felt that post was a mistake. And they have not had any explanation, and they're refusing to take a meeting to explain why their journalistic integrity has now been completely compromised. Because it's never happened in the history of IGN. The ownership group has never taken over stories at the website. We might have presumed it happened, but now we know it's never happened. Until now. Until now. The IGN staff are being censored. That's the problem. They're being censored by their own ownership group, which ruins the journalistic integrity of the outlet. It ruins the reputation of IGN is what it does. And IGN, you could argue, already had, a shaky reputation at times with some things, but not individual staff members, right? Like when Alana Pierce was there, she was fantastic. Most people really like Brian Altano there. Max Scoville. There's a lot of really good staff members at IGN. Kind of Funny was really good, and that's all people that broke off from IGN. Like, yeah, you can disagree with some things IGN does time to time, but factually, Jose Otero was there. Now he works at Nintendo. Like they have some really good staff members, and yeah, they've had some issues over the years. Philip Mewson incident as an example. But here's the deal: on the whole, IGN's mostly a positive for the video game industry. And then that happened. Now the staff is being censored by the ownership group. That's just. And my guess is, this is just an out there guess. I think the ownership group has a stake in the war. But that's a very serious accusation to make. But why else would you take it out if you didn't have a stake in the war? I'm just saying. There's a lot of things about that war that affects economies worldwide. Cheers. So yeah, it's a crazy story. And it happened at Game Informer as well. It's absolutely insane. Never in a million years would I think that a post that was collectively made by the entire staff of IGN would be taken out by the ownership group. The entire staff believed in that post, and they were overwritten. It's crazy. But it happened. So now what? I don't know. The staff have made a public outcry post because the ownership group's not responding to emails. They're hoping that public attention is going to put pressure on the ownership group to take a meeting with them and sort this out, maybe get the post back up. We'll see what happens. Honestly, what sucks is I don't think the staff of IGN are going to get the response they want. I think that the ownership group's just going to let this blow over because the only power the staff at IGN has is they would have to all be willing to collectively quit their jobs. If the whole staff came together and told them, you have a meeting with us about this, or we quit, maybe they get their meeting. The problem is the ownership group could also say, see ya. And I don't think the entirety of IGN wants to ruin their financial stability and lose their jobs over this. So it's kind of like they don't really have, they don't have power. The only power they have is public backlash. It's the only power the IGN staff have is public backlash, and how much that ownership group actually cares about public backlash. Which I'm assuming they didn't care that much because they nuked the post anyways. That post was shared by thousands of people. So, but yeah, I don't want to get into the actual war. I don't know shit about it. Nintendo Prime. What did I do? Is that 20? You're not getting a dance. No dance for you. I told you, 20 or bust. I don't know what is he doing? Does anyone know what Nintendo Prime's doing right now? Like, do any of you guys know him personally? Or am I just the only one? I don't know what the hell he's thinking. I mean, I'll do the seltzer shot because, I haven't opened it yet today. It's just a plain old Bud Light seltzer lemonade. But, I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Cheers. Well, Game Informer's still around if you miss gaming magazines. There's also Nintendo Force magazine out there. A couple other fan-made magazines. I have a... What? Sorry, my fiance texted me a weird thing about fans. IGN has made other political posts that haven't been taken down before, which is interesting. You are probably right about the ownership having... Yeah, that's my presumption. The ownership must have a stake in the war and in the conflict. Because, again, IGN has made... That's the thing. IGN has done this before. They've supported charities and taken political stances, whether you agree with it or not. Here's the thing. I don't have a problem with outlets doing it. I personally try to keep politics out of things. But if an outlet and a staff collectively feels really strongly about something, fine. You know, I didn't like, you know, for a little bit there during the election, you know, there was a Game Explain made that one video, and I don't care who they were supporting, who they're voting. It's just like, that's not really who watches Game Explain for politics. It felt really out of place. But if the collective staff feels that strongly, okay, fine. I believe you have the right to make that content, and I don't have the right to tell you not to make it. So, well, you know, I don't always agree that these websites should go political. I believe in their ability to do it. I believe in the freedom of speech, right? I believe that as long as the staff is okay with it, of course, do it then. Like, I'm not going to argue that you can't do it. I'm not going to read the post, but it's cool to do it for those that care. Fine, cool. I got no problem with it. But I do have a problem with censorship and ownership taking over something without talking to anybody. Like, there was no communication. The post was taken out shockingly by surprise to everyone. No warning. And now the staff is being ignored. So, it's a crazy situation. And to think, at one point, I could have worked for IGN at one point, actually. I was in consideration for a position at IGN. I was going to be on their podcast, by the way. You guys know the Nintendo voice chat? I was going to be one of the people on Nintendo voice chat. I was in the running to be one of the people on that. This was like years ago, but I don't know if I've ever talked about that. I don't think I signed an NDA. Pretty sure that I could talk a little bit about it. Guys, please don't argue in the chat. Let's not talk about the politics and what side you're on. I don't care. Okay? I'm uneducated on it. We're not here to talk about politics. We're not here to attack people. Okay? We don't attack others. Okay? We do not attack others. We do not call people names. So please don't. Okay? This is why I was afraid to bring this up, because I knew it was going to spark, you know, these kind of debates. I don't want to debate that. The only thing I wanted to mention is I don't believe in censorship like that. That's all. Donald Small. I brought up censorship. That's what I'm talking about. Not talking about what side of the fence you're on with the war. Do not care about what side of the fence you're on with the war, and I made that very clear at the very beginning. That is not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about a company censoring an outlet. Here to talk about a company censoring an outlet. And irregardless, even if we were having a political debate, it is 100% against my rules at my channel to attack other users for their opinions and thoughts. You can disagree with those opinions and thoughts. Can't call people stupid. Can't call them assholes. You can't tell them to fuck off. All of those are insults and attacks. Anyways, let's move on. I did not say that I knew it would spark it. I said I was afraid it would. There's a difference between being afraid of something happening. Maybe I presume my community's better than that. Have you ever thought that, we only have 100 plus people watching. Maybe I just thought, you know what, my community can understand. They can understand where I'm coming from. I said I'm uneducated on the topic, so why the hell are we debating about that? I'm not uneducated when it comes to journalism and having outlets lord over things. That's all. Who's excited for Breath of the Wild 2?
Aaron Cardi with a $2.
Best place to get a Switch Pro pre-order? Nowhere, because they don't exist. Your favorite retailer. Because you can't pre-order it. I think you just wanted to change the topic like that. No, Donald Small, I said I'm uneducated on the topic. Very first thing I said when I brought it up is I am uneducated on the topic and have no interest in debating about the topic itself. I was interested in companies censoring their staff. That was the conversation I was having. It just happened to be that the censorship happened around a controversial topic. But I don't care about that topic. I care about the censorship. I'm uneducated on the topic. I don't give a shit about the topic. I've talked about it 10 times now. I don't give a shit about the topic. I don't know enough. I don't want to know more. I hate politics. Do you think Mark Zuckerberg is a human or a robot? Part both. He's clearly part both. Twilight Princess Switch any better than the Wii U remaster? No, it's just going to be the same game. In fact, you could argue the Wii U version's better because the inventory was on a separate screen. So yeah, it's not going to be better. Let's see here. Twilight Princess Switch. I already answered that question. I just spammed it again. It's okay. There is a little bit of a stream delay today. I am working with my YouTube reps to cut down my stream delay. I'm trying to get it for E3 where there's no more than a 3-second delay. And they said it's possible. It's something that you ghost unlock. So I have ultra low latency mode, right? Ultra low latency is supposed to be basically a 1-second delay. It's not really a 1-second delay. It's still like 15. So the big thing is that they told me, well, the bigger your channel gets, the more your views go up, the closer that ultra low latency mode gets to 1 second. That's what I was told. It's kind of weird because that's not publicly stated anywhere. So who knows? Maybe it's one of those like, oh, you get to 100,000 and then it's 1 second. I have no idea. So right now it's a 15-second delay for me. And CX24 was like, you should want to know more, not just for discussion here. No, I don't want to know more. I got enough of my own problems. I think sometimes, and this is just a personal opinion, and you guys can disagree. People get too invested in politics and other problems all over the world and don't take care of their own shit. I got children to raise. I've got college to graduate. I've got this E3 thing to do. I got a fiance. I got my sister getting married. I got a wedding to plan next year. I got, like, for my personal life, there's just more important things I need to be taking care of business. I ain't got time. I mean, I even question sometimes when I go on like a sports board, sports forum, and I start talking about the Bucks and the Packers. I question, do I really have time to be passionately getting involved talking about sports with a bunch of strangers? When in reality, I got a lot more important shit in my life I need to take care of. Now, if all my shit was together, if all my shit was taken care of, sure. Then you have time to start worrying about the rest of the world. I don't have my shit together. I got lots of shit to worry about. I think a lot of us have a lot of shit to worry about. A lot more important shit that we should be worrying about. I'm not saying that this thing isn't important. I'm just saying that in the grand scheme, we got to take care of ourselves before we can take care of other people. So if we don't take care of ourselves first, then we're not going to be doing the best we possibly can for others. Personal opinion. Plus, another thing about politics, and I'm glad that this was brought up by Tyler Wrights. It's so negative. It's so negative. Like, how does anyone live a happy life getting passionately involved with politics? I'm actually genuinely curious how anyone lives a happy life, constantly talking about negative stuff all the time, every day, 24/7. It's just negative after negative after negative. Are there some positive stories sprinkled in? Sure. Massively outweighed by the negative. I guarantee I can go turn on, I don't know what, MSNBC, CNN, whatever is the cool thing to watch that people aren't going to kill you for. Is it Fox now? Is that like cool? I have no idea. Whatever the hell that people want to watch. I guarantee I could turn it on, and in 85% of the day is going to be all negative, 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 negative. It's just, that's why I just don't care. I'm tired of negativity. And unfortunately, negativity sells. That's why all the news is so negative. It's not because the world is such a shitty place, which there are shitty things in the world. There's also a lot of awesome things in the world that don't get covered by the news. Why? Because they do lower numbers. Less people watch when you talk about positive things. I'll give you an example. When I talked about Philip Mewson, do you guys remember the Philip Mewson situation at IGN? Maybe you don't. The guy, he was a YouTuber, and he was hired by IGN, and he was running the Nintendo voice chat, and he did a review of Dead Cells, and it turned out he stole that review from another YouTuber. And then it turned out he actually had a lot of plagiarized content on IGN and also on his YouTube channel that wasn't caught by IGN when they hired him. It was this big controversy. I covered it, right? Every video I did on it did like 50, 60, 70,000 views. Think about that. 50, 60, 70,000 views. All videos about negative news in the industry. Right? You go to a channel like Yong Ya or Yong Ye, however he prefers his channel being talked about. I think it's Yong Ya. Almost every story he does is negative. You go to places like Review Tech USA. What are his best videos on the channel? Ones that are negative. Right? Like, I had an awesome story about Kirby's epic 3D return and the Pokemon Presents information. 4,000 views. But if I would talk about some negative gaming news, I'd probably have 20, 30, 40,000 views. Like, there's just so much of that out there, you know? On my channel, I try not to be built around that. I try to bring the positive vibes, you know, the positive energy. We'll talk about negative. So I talked about the Game Explained situation, you know, a few months ago. And yeah, all those videos predictably did really, really well because it's negative news and people are attracted to negative news. But it's not really what I want to talk about, you know? Why are most people Nintendo fans? I say because of the light-hearted and positive content. Sure. I don't know that it's that. I am a Nintendo fan because one, I grew up with it. That's what I was introduced to gaming with, was Nintendo. And on top of that, I have a lot of fun with their games. I could get really into story-driven, big RPG, you know, crazy stuff. I have in my past. But I also just enjoy having fun. And the big thing with Nintendo games is there's a massive focus on fun. I don't care about the art styles and the cutesy. None of that matters to me. But fun. There is not a single racing game in general out there that I've had more fun with than Mario Kart. Right now, there's not a single shooter out there that I have more fun with than Splatoon. Like, it's not about the cutesy art style. It's about the gameplay. Just the gameplay is so fun. You know, that's what keeps me with Nintendo. I just have so much more fun with their games. Doesn't mean I don't enjoy other games. I do. You know, I want massive narrative-driven games. I love those. I'll play games like The Witcher 3. Love that game. Love that game. But, you know, the games I go back to are always Nintendo, because once you're done with the narrative, I'm kind of done with the game. Nintendo games are different because they're just fun, you know?
Should we take a look quick at that Twitter post? Let's see how it's doing, even though the winner's not for 24 hours. Oh, don't you know I love to sing your praises? Oh, Don't you know we have the best community? You guys are super respectful. You guys watch my channel for the right things, I think. And none of this works and doesn't rhyme because I'm lame.
That was one of my lamest sesh. Do we call it a sesh? What do we call it? So yeah, that $50 that you should. We got some retweets. We got some likes. Look at all these people screenshotting. I'm subscribed. Everyone, I'm subscribed. Should have told them to hit the bell icon too. Hit the bell icon. That's all right. Alrighty then.
R with the $4.99.
Says, God bless you, Nate. Thank you for everything you do for us. It means a lot. I know this isn't much, but I'm here to support in any way that I can. Thank you so much. No, I do appreciate the support. Any and all support is appreciated, even if it's just high fives in the chat. You guys like to support my channel? Just high five in the chat. Not everyone can afford to support monetarily, and that's totally fine. No pressure to ever give money, but I appreciate it. You have a future as a pop star? I have a lot of songs written down in a book. Yes, I've written music in my life. Stormquick says, I'm kind of dealing with depression and loneliness because I couldn't find a homecoming date for your high school years and senior prom too. So I had dates for mine, so my experience was a little different. Bangarang Rufio! Welcome, Bangarang Rufio. Thank you so much for joining the member of the board, our latest member of the board, Mr. Bangarang Rufio. Sure to take advantage of all of your little perks. Thank you for becoming a leader in the community. I really appreciate it. Welcome. That is 1 out of 5, 4 away. 4 away from a stream exclusive giveaway. Thank you so much for enjoying my content and choosing to become a member. I greatly appreciate it. I watch your channel for the chair streams, obviously. Is that the right reason? Yeah. I gotta refresh my back end quick. I was getting a little lag. I want to make sure that lag's not going through to you guys. I don't think it is. I think it's just my effect, but thank you. I got a little shoddy for that membership just because I want to. Yeah, there's a buffering issue. Oh, is the buffering issue done? I think the buffering issue is over. It looks like it's going well. Stream status still says poor, but it's updating right now. All right. Yeah, there we go. We're back to excellent. All right. Just had to wait a moment. Have one of those late night dips. That happens. My internet company does a lot of late night maintenance. The audio is working. Yeah, the audio. So at least the audio is working. It hiccuped for a moment, but that's my internet company doing some late night maintenance. They do it a lot. He needs blue spiked hair with a Japanese headband, so the top of it looks like a blue shell, and then you got the looks of a Nintendo pop star. So you want me to look like old school Ninja? Is that what you're trying to make me look like Ninja? Remember, he used to dye his hair blue. He'd wear the headband. He'd spike his hair. Literally, that's Ninja. He doesn't do that anymore, but that was his look. That's his brand look too. Right? Like now his hair is back to being blonde and he gets it combed down and everything. I watched him play a little bit of Fortnite earlier today. I don't know why. Like I'm not a big fan of Ninja, but I do like watching people who are really good at games. And he's really good. But yeah, Ninja used to have blue hair with a wore headband. And that was his look. Back when he was blowing up. Yeah, Ninja from Fortnite. Yeah, the Fortnite guy. He plays a lot of League of Legends now. This is like his favorite game to play. But he was playing Fortnite today. I got rejected every single time, and it sucks. Man, I got rejected a lot in my life too. I did always have a date. I had a high school sweetheart, and then my senior year, I did not have a date to homecoming my senior year, but I did have a date to prom. You know, the further and further I get away from high school, the less and less that stuff really mattered. You know. Odyssey TC with the pick me up. Shout out to Odyssey TC. We have a great community, man. You know, again, it's hard for me to speak on relationship stuff because I'm engaged. I've been with her for 10 years. We have 3 kids. I've never had a problem getting a girlfriend. I like to think it's because I'm pretty freaking awesome, right? Like I'm a lot of fun. Even though I'm fat now, I wasn't always fat. I used to be really freaking sexy looking, 6-pack, all this stuff. I used to be an athlete. But even after my looks went away, I like to feel like I'm a pretty awesome guy. The big thing to me is I'm confident, right? I'm confident in who I am. And that confidence makes people attracted to your personality because, geez, you're fat, but you're out on the dance floor doing crazy moves. You guys see me in these streams, right? I'm not the greatest looking guy, and I'm sitting here doing dances in an office chair. Why? Because it's fun, and I don't care if I look stupid, right? If you just stop caring what people think and you just be yourself and be free and be confident in who you are, that's typically how you're going to end up not having any issues in the relationship department. People in general are attracted to others more than looks that are confident in who they are. And usually what happens is a lot of people get shy, they get timid, and they can't be their full selves around people. And that's usually what shoots you in the foot when you're trying to get in a relationship. Just from my experience. Eric, as an example, in the Nintendo Prime podcast, never had a girlfriend. He's never had a girlfriend his entire life. He's as old as I am. Has never had a girlfriend. Why? He shoots himself in the foot. His confidence goes down when he's around a girl he likes. And he starts to not act like himself. And the problem is, he'll have me come with him as a wingman, and I'm sitting there acting like myself and just having fun, and suddenly she starts being into me. Even though I'm wearing a ring. I'm not technically married yet. I'm engaged. But even though I'm wearing a ring, she'll start being into me because I'm confident in who I am and I seem fun. And like Eric can be a lot of fun too. Just not when he's around a girl he likes. He scrunches in, and I've been trying to get him out of that shell. I've been trying to get him out of that shell for a long time, but he can't help it. The nerves take over, and I get it. Anxiety, nervousness. That's part of who you are too, but like that's not the parts that, are going to get you the person you want to be with, You got to be able to be your full self. And it's tough. You got to work at it. I wish I had I've always been confident in myself, so. Imagine having a prom to begin with. Yeah, well, obviously, the last couple of years have been a bit rough for that. But I mean, I graduated high school. I mean, does anyone want to guess the year I graduated high school? How long it's been? Anyone want to take a shot in the dark? How long it's been since I graduated high school? I don't know if I've ever told anyone. Not on live stream, anyways. How long it's been since I graduated. See if anyone remembers my age and can do math. 2002. How old do you think I am? 40? Get out of here with that shit. Nobody's got it yet. People are just tossing out years. That's funny. No one's gotten the exact year yet. 1986. Holy shit. So if you think I graduated in 86, let me just do the quick math here. If you think I graduated in 86, you would think I'm like 55? 54? Do people really look at me and think that I'm... Hold on. Is it honestly somebody looks at me and thinks that like I'm 55? If I look 55, then I got to do something. I got to do something. If I'm looking 55 at my age, I got to fix that now. Holy crap. Better not look like I'm 55. I graduated in 2005. I did see someone put it up in the chat. I graduated in 2005. 2005 is when I graduated. Class of 05 from McDonald Central High School. '94. You're just still going damn stream delay. Yesterday. That's right. I'm like 18, 19. Don't you guys know? You know, people are like, oh, you look like you're in your 30s. Well, that sucks because I'm actually 19. Shit, I better go get some of that like J-Lo anti-aging cream or something. We're gonna start fake tanning. I'm gonna start dyeing my beard. Those are some gray hairs. You can get gray hairs in high school. Some people have the genetics where they get gray hairs really early. And that was a good year. I enjoyed 2005. I started partying in 2007. I was 19 when I graduated. So I started partying in 2007. 21, bam, and partying ever since. Thoughts on Pokemon Presents going to have Legends Arceus in it? I think it'll be in it. I think they'll mention it a little bit. And then they'll probably say, hey, you know, we're not going to, you know, they're basically going to say, you know, look forward to updates on this next year or something like that, right? I think they're going to not talk about it the rest of the year after today. I could be wrong, but I feel like they're going to leave it alone until January. So they'll talk about it in this, and then they'll be like, hey, next update's coming early next year. Something like that, right? And then they're gonna just leave it at that. Because then they're gonna focus on pushing all the other Pokemon games this year. But I do think they'll mention it just this once. Just to kind of let us know, hey, this is the last update on this game until then. Maybe they won't mention it at all. It's possible, but Samus Hunter is saying they're gonna bring it up. So Pokemon Presents. It's basically a Pokemon Direct. And it's probably happening before E3. Not announced yet, but it happens like every single E3. It happens like the week before E3. What do you want next in Smash? I want Gordon Freeman. Man, that's the first time I've seen someone mention Gordon Freeman. Who I want Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day. Gordon Freeman, man, I haven't heard. Dude, a Half-Life shout out. I mean, technically, they did recently have Half-Life Alyx, which was pretty good. I already answered that Mark Zuckerberg question before. Not answering again. Shut down. No, it must be nice to turn 30 and people think you're still in high school. Man, that must be so hard. It's so hard for you to turn 30 and have people think, oh, yeah, this guy's still in high school. Man, I feel so bad for you. Just get all pissed. No, that's cool, though. You want people to think you look really young when you're older. It means you're aging well. Your body's aging well on the outside. Obviously, that has nothing to do with what's happening on the inside. Really, though, Nintendo Prime. Whatever. I'm not even gonna address him until he does 20. I look 36 at worst, 31 at best. I bet you if I clean shaved. Danny Gallagher, hey, you're a girl? Cool. I bet you if I shaved. We do have like 12% of our audience right now, I think, is female. Our female presence has actually grown over the last couple of months. I'm kind of surprised, actually. We used to be like a 97% male audience, but the female presence has been growing. I bet you if I shave, people might be able to say, "Oh yeah, you could be in your 20s." Because when I used to be clean shaved, people didn't think I was in my 30s, you know? And that wasn't that long ago. I haven't had this going on that long. So I feel like this always makes you, I think I look better and sexier with this, but I also think it does make you look your age or older, you know? But I think I look better with it. I look younger when I'm clean shaved. And I got no gray hair up here at all, which is nice. Hopefully that stays that way for a long time. Am I a girl? No. I have a crazy tinfoil hat theory. Nate is Nintendo Prime. Oh, you guys know I'm gonna have to bust out the tinfoil hat when Jeff Grubb is on, right? This Wednesday. I'm gonna have to bust out the tinfoil hat. I just have to. Your fiance coming to streams doesn't count? Oh, is me being female? No. My fiance does pop up on streams like once in a blue moon. But some of you guys might have seen her before, but she doesn't come on streams very often. Like, that's my fiance. I don't know if you can. There's actually me clean shaved too, sort of. The lighting's not good, but that's my fiance. Actually, doesn't look too bad on camera. The blue light filter's on. That's why it looks so orange. Because I have the blue light filter on. I have that on at night. But yep, that's my fiance. And then me, clean shaved. You identify as vaccinated. I am happy to announce as of Thursday at 9:20 a.m. I will be fully vaccinated. Technically, it takes 2 weeks after that shot to be considered fully vaccinated, but I get my second shot on Thursday. She's pretty. Yeah, she's a beautiful girl. Maybe I can find a better picture of her. Since now the camera is actually showing it, because I used to try to show pictures of her before, and it was always hard. So let me go through my. Is there a way I could all photos? There we go. Like, there's gotta be a way I could scroll through this a little better. So I have some photos of her. Those are my kids on vacation. There we go. She's Russian. She was adopted. I'm not going to show you the video. I have a video of her dancing at the bar. It's funny, with one of her friends. Man, I love her. She's at work right now. There's a picture I did of me for one of my thumbnails in my kitchen. Man, I'll really take thumbnail pictures just anywhere, won't I? If I want to put myself in it. There's me. There's her and me out partying. Yeah, me with one of my favorite hats on. I like wearing hats when I go out sometimes, so I can do hat dances. Because I could do a few hat dances. But yeah, that's me and her. That's not too long ago. That was February. You should add a member-only tinfoil hat emote. Oh, it's happening. Don't worry about it. Tinfoil hat. I have some new emotes that are hopefully going to be done soon. Yeah, she was in the Jeremy Tunnel stream. Ho, ho, ho!
Thank you, Odyssey TC, for the $15.
Woo! Donald Small, you're fine, man. No one's upset with you. We're good. A touchy topic came up, and some people have a hard time, skirting around the touchy topics. I get it. Not everyone can be like me. where a touchy topic can come up, but you could talk about everything around the topic instead of the topic itself. I understand. You're good. Don't worry about it. I'm not mad at you, man. You're good. Whew. Got my heart rate going a bit there. Odyssey TC says, all right, Nate, I think you deserve a real shot tonight. So lucky to have found this community, and I can't wait to see what the future of Nintendo Prime holds. Thank you so much for that. Let me get up the real Yaga. Real shot tonight. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate it. Whoa. I got my Luigi's Mansion 3 flashlight, which I was going to give this away during E3. It's broken. I can't get it to work. This is from E3 2019, and I can't get it to work. It's completely broken. So, like, I feel like I can't give this away when it's broken. You know, it doesn't work. It feels wrong of me to give it away. You know, something that doesn't work. I just feel like a douchebag. Even though, you know, for the most part, it's a collector's item and people don't plan to use it. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't work. I broke it at E3. So that's why it doesn't work. I was using it at E3. I was like doing like a club thing. And I was click, 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 and I broke it. I'm gonna give a real shot in here, and then I'll get to your question, John Dex here. Let me get my shot in here from Odyssey TC. Oh, Odyssey TC. You happen to be a Mario Odyssey fan by chance? I'm just questioning. You might not be. John Dex says the stuff that Samus Under said about the Pokemon Presents. Are they going to say that stuff, what she said in the direct, or they're going to talk about their own? They're going to say that at the Pokemon Presents. Pokemon Presents. All the information she gave me about the Pokemon was for the Pokemon Presents / Pokemon Direct that happens before E3. Oh, a legit Ocarina. Hold on. I have the most legit of legit Ocarinas. Where is it? Oh, no. Oh, wait. Hold on. It might be in the collection room. 1 second. I have a collection room. I'll be right back. Here, enjoy some Smash Bros. Music. Sorry, I was muted. Thank you, guys. Got it. I'm muted. Where I was muted. Not anymore. Got it. Calm down. Let's relax. I got it. So, now that we're back. You guys are still going at it. You're muted. All right. So what I have is, I can't find it at the moment, but I have a Ocarina, a replica Ocarina from Ocarina of Time sent to me by Nintendo with Ocarina of Time 3D. It's about this big. It does actually work. It does play. And it was a media only thing, right? So there's only a couple hundred of them in existence. Now, when I've shown it on stream before, the number one thing that happens is people go, "Hey, how do we know that that's an actual thing sent to you by Nintendo?" I don't know. There's no paperwork with it. You want to see? I don't have the NDA that came with it anymore. There was no mention of it. It came in a box with the game sent by Nintendo with an NDA letter. I can't prove it to you. I just know personally that it was sent to me by Nintendo. You don't have to believe me. But, like, it was. So, it should be one of the rarest Nintendo collectibles in the world. But only other media members that got it get it. Right? So it's one of those, I thought about giving it away, but since people don't understand, the value of it, I feel like I'm probably going to hold on to it. Like, I'm not giving away my entire collection, by the way. I have a bunch of stuff I'm not giving away. Like, I thought about giving it away because it's an ultra collectible thing, right? An ultra collectible thing. Especially with the story behind it. It's literally from Nintendo. Making it worth way more than all the other replicas out there because it's official. But, it's one of those situations where, when I find it, I'll debate about it. I'll have a conversation with Eric and whether or not he thinks I should get rid of it. It's really cool. It is really cool. It's super rare and collectible. Like, it might be even the pinnacle of some people's Zelda collections if they had it, since it's from Nintendo. It's one of the few things I have from the Zelda Informer days. Because I used to get review copies of games and stuff when I worked at Zelda Informer. That's how I got it. I don't really have much left from the ZI days. I do have some business cards. I have this huge stack of business cards, editor-in-chief of Zelda Informer. Huge stack of business cards that are just useless. I have some Nintendo Prime business cards somewhere too, but I don't know what happened to them. I didn't have as many. Keep that thing, period. I mean, it's a cool collectible for me, but it's also like, come on, how many people wouldn't want that? Like, even if some people didn't believe the story behind it, it's free. Like, it's pretty cool. My goal was to always get it signed by Eiji Aonomu and Shigeru Miyamoto one day. You want to talk about being ultra collectible then. Sent by Nintendo, then signed by two of the biggest people behind Zelda. I mean, come on. Come on. But, obviously, it's not signed. So, anything autographed by Miyamoto, by the way, is worth a crap load. Doesn't have to be that. It could be anything. But here's the thing, the 8th arc. Do I want to remember my Zelda Informer days? It was such a sour end. It was such a bad end. Do I really want to remember my passion project that I made valuable ripped out from under me? Do I really want to remember what I lost and what I put in? The decade of blood, sweat, and tears? Sitting on unemployment, making something out of nothing. Like, I don't know if I really want to remember those years. I kind of just want to remember Nintendo Prime at this point, because Nintendo Prime's all me. It's all me. No one can take this from me. YouTube, I guess, could take it from me anytime, but you know what I mean? It's my thing. As long as I don't upset the YouTube gods too bad, I'll be fine. Oh, you've seen all 3 of them? Oh, man. I have seen... So, I've never seen Eiji Aonomu or Fubiashi. I have seen Miyamoto at E3 walking the show floor to go to a meeting. I tried to get his attention, surrounded by a bunch of security. Good luck. I also saw Reggie Fils-Aimé, Bill Trinan, bumped into Bill Trinen in the bathroom at E3, actually. He probably doesn't remember me, but yeah, I have not seen, I've never met Miyamoto or Eiji Aonuma or Fumiyashi. Like, it's crazy to, if you ever meet them. That's like the trinity for me. What's up, baby?
Ooh, baby, I love the way Yulia. You always make my day brighter. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, baby, I love the way you just make everything okay.
She hates when I sing to her. So the first time Yulia came to my live stream when I had that singing thing, it made her blush. It made her blush, right? She thought it was really cool, and she blushed. And honey, when's the last time you blushed to anything I've done for you? Seriously, before that, do you even remember the last time you felt that special in that moment? Now, because I do it every time, it ain't so special anymore, right? Now she just finds it embarrassing. Like never. I think there was one of my early letters I wrote for you. One of my early letters I wrote for you did that. Oh!
Thank you, Danny Gallagher, for the $2 Canadian.
Thank you, Danny Gallagher. I appreciate it. With the sticker putting them. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much. It's always special to Sarah Danger Lady. I don't think she hates it, but yeah, I don't know if she wants the attention drawn to her like that, you know? Clapping cheeks, more like slapping. We'll just leave it at that. Cheers. Turtle's like, Yulia, would you know he sings almost every time he's on the internet? Here's the funny thing. Even before I had that, I sang. Here, fun fact about me. For those that are new and don't know anything about me. I like to sing. I love karaoke. One of my favorite things to go out and do if I'm not clubbing, which, to be honest, I haven't really clubbed in forever. But if I'm not partying, let's put it that way. Because I like to party. Partying's great. Clubbing's even better. But I like to party. Is karaoke. I love karaoke. I love singing. I used to be in choir. I used to be in show choir. I used to sing at State. I was at the Dorian Festival. I was a halfway decent singer in my heyday. I'm not as good as I used to be. But Yulia, she knows. I can hold a tune. I'm all right. I'm all right. If I don't hold back, if I give it my all, I'm all right. Usually it takes a few drinks because I get a little reserved at first. But once I let loose, I'm actually all right. I've been in karaoke competitions. I've advanced multiple rounds in karaoke competitions. I'm all right. I'm just an all right singer. You know, I'm one of those people that you go to karaoke night and you don't mind. Because here's the bottom line. Even if I can tell I'm sucking, right? If I could just tell tonight's not my night. My voice ain't there. It's shot. You know, maybe my throat was sore, a little bit sore before I even came out. Right? So things aren't quite right. Don't worry. That's when you bust out the fun songs. You bust out the fun songs that are at least going to get everyone dancing. Or everyone laughing. You know? You get a little Tenacious D going. You have some fun with it. But I'd like to sing. I have a good time. I have a good time. I like to have a good time on these live streams, too. That's my big thing. I like to have a good time on these live streams. Now, I'm going to be done in 15. I guess I got to make sure the house is fully tidied up. It's pretty close to being fully tidied up, to be completely honest. But, because I did a lot of cleaning earlier, but I was having a hard time with the kids. Let's just say, honey, that Melody and Aiden, I busted them. They were both up at like 9 o'clock. So. And now the dog is barking. He probably has to go potty. So I will be right back. You guys enjoy some FU Viacom music in Jump Up Superstar. We'll be right It's almost like I timed coming back. Literally, when the song ended. I had no idea. Actually, the song was ending. As for the copyright strike, what are you guys worried about? I talked about this at the very beginning of the stream. I won my copyright strike battle against Viacom because Viacom does not own the rights to the song. Fun little fact. What are the chances that Donkey Kong 3D and Kirby 3D will happen? Chance of Donkey Kong and Kirby will happen, 100%. Chance of them both being 3D, 0%. Chance of one of them being 3D, 20%. 20%. That's what I'm going with anyways. 20%. I actually don't know. No, nothing's official. I don't know anything. Mm-hmm. Do 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 do. I stood there awkwardly until. What about Majora's Mask? I have no idea. I wouldn't expect Majora's Mask announced at E3. I mean, maybe it will be. I have no clue. I'm a big Majora's Mask fan, by the way. It's like my favorite game. So, not my favorite. What am I saying? It's not my favorite game, but it's in my top 5 Zelda games. I really like Majora's Mask a lot. Really like it a lot. My headcanon is you stood there awkwardly until dun dun dun. Nah. Will E3 be the time Nintendo talks Zelda 35th? Yes. The 35th anniversary will be mentioned at E3. And I'm out of beer. The beer is all empty. So let's do the Celts, huh? Can we get a few more super chats, few more donations in the chat? Let's finish off this Celts. We got about half a can left. You know, if someone does a 20, I'll just chug it. I mean, I'm just saying. If someone wants to be that crazy, I'll just chug it. I constantly am dumping these out like the next day because we don't ever finish them on stream. I'm sorry for keep asking about Pokemon. That's fine. When Sam Sandra spoke about Legends Arceus, what does she mean about the content in combat? I don't know. She didn't clarify, right? It's something I could follow up with her on. The free exploration is one thing she was definitely going on. I could try to ask her specific details on what she saw, you know, what she knows. I'll hit her up in a follow-up message and just see if she has anything. She's not going to respond right now. She's sleeping based on where she is in the world. But you have a replica on the way from an awesome Etsy owner. Nice. How much did you pay for it? There's some nice ones on Etsy. There's a lot of cool things on Etsy. I'm surprised Nintendo doesn't go after shops on Etsy more often. What up, Neil Augusto?
Oh, Neil Augusto, don't you know I missed you?
Welcome, man. Greg plays games. What are you scared of? I'm scared that. What are you scared of, man? The Pokemon games will be a generic open world? We'll see. I'm just happy they're trying it. The attempt already gets applause. Cheerio, my darling. Cheerio. No, like, I'm seriously, like, I'm just happy they're trying. You know? I would never in a million years thought Game Freak would actually attempt an open world Pokemon. Do 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 do. We got about 6 minutes left in the chat, in the stream. 6-minute countdown. It's the final countdown. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Mm-hmm. Gotta love the final countdown song. So I put up a post earlier today that like, hey, I'm really excited for E3. And the guy said, you made me pull out my D20 for an awesome E3. That's awesome. It's got all those D20s going. Yeah.
Demi Crow another.
Demi Crow, thank you so much for the $1, man. We'll get a little Bud Light Seltzer for you. Thank you so much. Trying to get this thing empty. We'll see if we can empty it in 5 minutes. I only paid $150-ish, which isn't bad for a quality looking and made replica. Yeah. I had a handcrafted one out of wood at one point for it was for $300. I sold it, but I had it at one point. At one point in my life. I always gotta check my spam folder on my main email all the time. I get so many emails coming in. But yeah, dude, those replicas are great. Turtle says, I mean, generic open worlds can be pretty fun. I don't expect Breath of the Wild out of this. I just hope at least has the fun of a good Pokemon mainline, but with the added fun of open world. We'll see. I think it's going to be a very different kind of Pokemon game. Chad Stewart says, Breath of the Wild had a team of 200 plus. 300, actually. How big of a team works on Donkey Kong and how long? Don't know. Compare sales and see, but honestly, Nintendo making 2D scrollers because they want to. I have no idea. Technically, Mario 2D side scrollers sell better than the 3D games, but I honestly have no idea, Shad. I haven't heard. 3 years, I think, was something I heard for one of the games. I don't know if that was DK. Maybe it was DK I heard 3 years for. Trying to remember off the top of my head. The chat is really slowed down. For 88 people still watching, for the final 3 minutes of the stream, we have hit the final 3 minutes. We have a very, very, very Buck Bumble. Oh my god. Oh my god. I haven't heard of Buck Bumble since watching a Player Essence stream. Buck Bumble. That's good stuff. Is anyone I know streaming right now that I could send people to when we're all done? Oh yeah, one guy.
The 8th arc. The $5 Australian.
Thanks, man. My issue with the open world Pokemon is the battle scheme, which allegedly is let's go, but better. What do you think? I don't think it's gonna be exactly like the whole idea of throwing the Pokeball using the accessory. I don't think it's gonna be motion controls. I think the idea is they simplified it, but then added new mechanics. That's what I got out of what Samus Hunter said. Was It's simplified, you know, so it's not so complicated. Maybe we're not worried about all the EVs. We're not worried about the shinies. We're not worried about, you know, crossbreeding and trying to, like, they probably simplified things, right? But added a new layers to it. Does that make sense? That's what I took out of it. Anyway, that's how I interpret it. I don't think it's literally going to be like Let's Go system. I think it's just, you know, a simplified, because if you think about it, Pokemon's only gotten more and more and more complex over the years. It's lost a lot of the simplicity that it once had.
Thank you, Daryl A, for $5.
Daryl A with the $5 says, here's the Megas making a return in Legends Arceus. We'll see. I don't really care about Megas that much, but other people do. So I'm cool either way. We're getting down there. I think I've got like maybe 3 shots left in this bad boy. 3 shots left. Can we finish it? We'll extend the stream another 5 minutes. Can we finish this? Can we finish it? We got about 3 shots left. Cheers, Daryl. They cut the gameplay to work on high quality animations. I love the loading things. The buffering. Even the next mainline Zelda game after Breath of the Wild will be open world, or will they try something different? I have no idea. I hope so. We shall see. You know, it's the great unknown. The great unknown.
David Marsh, $5.
So let's see a shot. You saw the shot. And there's about 2 left. Unless someone wants to hit me with a real one to end the stream too. Remember, we got the Yag at 15. We got this. This stuff is fantastic. Captain Morgan Cannon Blast. Driving. I'm at home. You guys don't know, my studio is at home. I don't have a separate studio for my house. I basically took over the entire basement. So when people are like, oh yeah, you never leave a basement. I'm like, of my own house, you're right. I mean, it's not the entire basement. It's half the basement, though. Half of my basement is dedicated just to my studio. The other half is laundry room and playroom for the kids. I keyed. Don't mind me. I'm just pumping some iron up in here. Oh yeah. My curls in. Does Xenoblade Chronicles X look more ambitious than Xenoblade Chronicles 2? It's just different. I don't know that either are more ambitious than the other. They're just different kinds of games. Which feels weird because they're in the same series, but they are fundamentally different kinds of games. Cynthia is the most powerful champion, in my opinion. All right. All right. You ever try the Truly lemonades? I don't like Truly. Let me tell you right now. Bud Light seltzers are way better than Truly. Truly is like, there's hardly any flavor. This legitimately tastes like lemonade. It just happens to have alcohol. Getting Nate swole for E3. Well, there will be no drinking during E3 until the final day. Final day of E3, we'll open up drinks in the post show. My favorite beer is probably it's the one that people don't even consider a beer. It's Angry Orchard. People don't consider it a beer though, for some reason. But Angry Orchard. My go-to beer I drink is Miller Lite. But I'll drink, I'll drink whatever. I'll drink Busch. I'll drink Bud. I don't really care. But my go-to is Miller. But it doesn't mean it's my favorite. It's just my favorite cheap beer. White Claws. I don't like White Claw either. White Claw to me is gross. I'm telling you, I've had White Claw. I've had Truly. I've had a bunch of different seltz. Bud Light seltzers are the best. For me. It's different for everyone. Everyone's taste buds are different. Which one looks better in your opinion? Oh my God. Is that where you were trying to go, Bird? That's where you were trying to go? You were trying to compare the art directions of the games. So, look. It's no secret that Xenoblade Chronicles X looks really good. It's also no secret that Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the base game, not the DLC, the base game, looks pretty crappy on Switch, right? It's pretty muddy, low resolution, low frame rate, doesn't run well. It's no secret that Xenoblade Chronicles X clearly looks better because it's running at a higher resolution and a better frame rate. It's better built for Wii U. But then they did the Torna DLC. And let's just say the Torna DLC looks fantastic. And if we're talking art direction, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition looks better than both of them. So it's one of those situations where I get what you're saying. Xenoblade Chronicles X looks better because it runs at a higher resolution. It was properly built for Wii U. I think Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is rushed. So because it was rushed, it just doesn't look as good. Now, which is a better game? Probably Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But Angry Orchard's good. I had to stick with the sugar-free stuff for keto. Yeah, obviously. The sugar-free stuff is not nearly as good. Having a red stripe tonight? Bold Rock's your favorite cider? Bold Rock. Okay. Red's Apple's all right too. A lot of places have Red's Apple. Not every, like when you go to bars, not every bar really has Angry Orchard. Some have it. Some have it on tap even. But not every bar has it. You can pretty much find Red's Apple at every bar though. It's like a cheaper version, and it's okay. But like when I say Angry Orchard's my favorite, I can't drink it all night. After you have like two of them, it's just a little too sweet to drink all the time. But it's really enjoyable for the couple that you have. Like, really enjoyable. But then, it's just too sweet at that point. You need to go back to a smoother beer. Or even like a dark beer, I'm not big into dark lagers, but, I'll still drink them. Beer is beer. Put it in front of me, I'll probably drink it. Do I like President Furukawa or Mr. Iwata better? I don't think that's a fair comparison to make. Furukawa has only been president for 2 years? We had Iwata for over a decade. So it's just not fair to even compare right now. So it's not worth even having the conversation. Obviously, Iwata wins by default, but we've been with Iwata for longer, right? So it's not worth having the conversation because Iwata was more personable. He was a personality. He put himself in front of everyone. I was a game developer. My business card says CEO, but in my heart I'm a gamer. Epic quotes from him, right? One of the most respectable guys in the industry ever. Cut his own salary when he didn't have to, and it's not like he was getting paid a lot in the first place because he doesn't get paid like traditional CEOs get paid. So obviously, everyone likes Iwata. It's impossible to dislike Iwata. You can dislike some of his business decisions. Iwata was the master of apologizing. I think someone did a count at one point, And Iwata apologized something like 145 times for messing up. Like, I've never seen a CEO apologize so much for messing up. So, like, he wasn't necessarily a great CEO. It feels weird saying that. But I mean, under him, we got Wii U and we got 3DS. Both the worst selling platforms for their respective areas, handheld and home console. We also got the best selling, Wii and DS. So it's one of those situations where, as a person, Iwata's amazing. But also, how many dry spells did we have on those platforms? Even Wii and DS, how many dry spells happened? That happened under Iwata. Furukawa came out when in like recent stuff over the last year, and it said things like, "Hey, I've been at Nintendo for a while. I know what the problem is. Nintendo always hits a peak. They always hit a peak, and then they fall off a cliff. Like our games. Well, we're doing so well. Then we fall off a cliff, and it's like we stop supporting platforms. People stop buying. We stop releasing games. And then our next platform doesn't read the market correctly, and we bomb even further." Furukawa's watched this happen at Nintendo for like 20 years. And he's like, we have to stop doing this. We have to change the narrative. Right now, if you think about this, next year, we are in the 5th year of Nintendo Switch next year. Go look at the 5th year of Wii. Go look at well, there really wasn't a 5th year for Wii U, right? Go look at the 5th year of DS. Go look at the 5th year of 3DS. Look at the games Nintendo was putting out. Now consider what's happening next year. Splatoon 3, Pokemon Legends Arceus. Those 2 games alone are bigger than anything that released in the 5th year on any platform under Iwata. So think about what's happening. Furukawa is doing a much better job of getting games out every year. Are there down years? Yes, but then every down year is followed up by a banger year. So think about what he's doing. He's doing a better job keeping the game flow. For all the bitching we've done, why isn't there more games? Think about this. Think how well Switch is supported this year coming up. Think how well Switch is going to be supported next year. And probably the year after. Furukawa has found a way to consistently support Switch. That's all on him. He changed that at Nintendo. Because that's not Nintendo's MO under Iwata. By year 5, Nintendo's basically done. Every game they're making is going to the next platform. So we have to give him some credit. For what's happening with Switch a little bit. Iwata's baby, Furukawa's the one keeping it relevant. So, yeah, Furukawa doesn't have the personality. Furukawa's not in front of everyone. Furukawa's not putting himself in Nintendo Directs. He's a businessman. He's not a personality. He's not a gamer. And he knows it. But is he really good at what he's doing? I can't argue with the results. Not right now. So we'll see what happens.
Johnny Lou Ram with the $2.
Thank you so much, Johnny Lou Ram. That's going to be the stream, by the way. I got to go do some dishes and stuff. Change the laundry. Still have enough for one more shot if someone wants to get a quick super chat in before we end here. Thank you so much, Johnny Lou Ram. I appreciate it. Let me finish the shot. I got one shot left in the barrel if someone wants to super chat. Otherwise, I'm going to go shout out all our super chats tonight. We had Johnny Lou Ram for $2. David Marsh for $5. Daryl A for $5. Let's see here. We had the 8th Thark for $5 Australian. Demi Crow for $1. Danny Gallagher for $2 Canadian. We had Odyssey TC with the big one tonight, the biggest super chat of the night, for $15. We had R with a $4.99. We had also Bangarang Roofy. Oh, God, I love Hook. He became a member tonight, became a leader, became a member of the board. Thank you so much for that. We had a $2 super chat from Aaron Curdy. We had a $1 from Logan LeBlanc. We had a $2 from Lauren Webb to Bone. Let's see here. We had A Nash Productions with $1. And there was someone in there that did a $2 donation at some point. I think it was Taker 610. It's not showing up right now, but Taker 610 did one. And
Chris Gonzalez with the $2.99, and Danny Gallagher with the Canadian $3.
I mean, the stream goes as long as the super chats keep rolling in. I'm not gonna stop if the super chats keep rolling. I'm not dumb. Let me get the shot in here. I don't have enough for both of those, so you know what that means. Shot upgrade. Shot upgrade. Here's one. Oh boy, we're running out of this too. Are we gonna finish this bottle today too? Look at that. There's like 2 shots left of Jaeger. Oh boy. Sounds like dun 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 beer run. Except I'm out looking for beer. I think I still have some beer left, but I don't want to open it, so we will upgrade. We'll do a little half shotty here of Jaeger since it's only $3. No one wants to stream to end, just keep super chat. Oh my god. Is that what's gonna all right, we'll make that a full shotty. Oh my god. No one wants the stream to end. Huh? All right. I'm not gonna do the party one for that, David, but we'll go.
Oh, David Marsh, you know how much I appreciate that $5 that goes into my wallet.
Actually, I don't get the full $5, but anyways, cheers, man. This is for Danny Gallagher and David Marsh. I combined you into one of the bigger shots. Thank you so much for that. Let me grab my Cherry Coke Zero. That's like I put hair on the chest. Trapped indefinitely by money. Not really. As far as I know, that's the last super chat. So, I guess I'll shout those out. The last 3 we had, since I gotta shout them out. We had David Marsh with the $5, Chris Gonzalez with the $2.99, Danny Gallagher with the $3. We're all money whores. 24-hour stream. I mean, if people keep super chatting, I only have to take a break to put my kids on the bus. Are we going to get a new F-Zero game? I know they said that's hard to do that. What they said is they won't do it unless they have a new idea. Maybe they have a new idea. I'm just saying. How are we going to argue with the people? All right. I think the super chats are done now. I think we're good. Let me set the shot glass aside and grab my wallet. Put it in my pocket so I don't forget to bring it upstairs. I don't know why it's even down here. I usually don't have it down here. Let me grab the phone, put it in my other pocket, make sure I'm all ready to go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys have been awesome tonight. Shout out to everyone. Not just the people who super chatted or became a member tonight. Literally the entire... Yeah, Don. Oh, man. Can't forget the Don. Shout out to everyone who's here. You guys are awesome. You guys make this stream special. I hope each and every one of you tune into our E3 stream during E3 2021 on June 12th. Again, next week we should start getting dates for things. I'm also locking in all of our giveaways next week, and we'll be creating a schedule. That's right. I'm creating a mother effing schedule. What? That's right. We're going to have a schedule for what giveaway, certain conversations, certain guests are coming on. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, there will be member-only 15-minute segments once or twice each day, where I'm going to lock the chat down. They're just members only for 15 minutes. Just small segments. Just to give our members some extra special attention during E3. Also, there should be new... I think I'm going to have some new members only emojis, and we're going to have new stream alerts. I got to work on some new stream alerts for E3. So, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. This is the captain. Signing out. No, there won't be member-only giveaways. I can promise you that. No member-only giveaways. I say that. Let me hit pause on that. T. So during E3, there is one particular member-only giveaway that could happen. So you know how we usually do our every 5 members? We do a giveaway during the stream, right? Well, I'm not going to be doing that during E3, right? Can't do every 5 members. Because who knows? There could be thousands of people watching. It just might be a little too crazy to throw in random giveaways like that. But what we are going to have is a 20-member goal. And every 20 members, there will be member-exclusive giveaways. But it's not from the current giveaway pool. It'll be in addition. So, and they're going to be big. They're going to be big giveaways for the member-only ones. But yeah, that's the only thing that's member-only is if we get 20 new members, every 20 new members will do a member-only giveaway. But again, I don't think it's going to even happen. So let's not even worry about it. All the giveaways I have planned right now don't have nothing to do with the members. So, all right. Peace out. Why won't my stream end? Come on, YouTube.